having suffered, having been flogged, having been questioned, interrogated, and finally condemned, Jesus begins the march led by Roman soldiers carrying the rough wooden implement upon which his life will end. As the soldiers led him, announcing his name and his crime, justifying execution, Luke provides us this snapshot. And there followed him a great multitude of the people and of women who were mourning and lamenting for him. But turning to them, Jesus said, "Daughters of Jerusalem, do not weep for me, but weep for yourselves and your children. For behold, the days are coming when they will say, 'Blessed are the barren and the wombs that never bore, and have breasts that never nursed.' Then they will begin to say to the mountains, 'Fall on us,' and to the hills, 'Cover us.' For if they do these things when the wood is green, what will happen when it is dry?" Amidst these heavy words, we begin with a small sense of comfort. Despite the Jewish propaganda of Jesus being a criminal, there was a great multitude who came to mourn and lament his crucifixion. However, Jesus, in true character, takes the moment to express concern and compassion for Israel. Jesus pulls the words of the prophets before him, recalling Jeremiah's words, "Who blessed those with children." Jesus now blesses those without. For the impending pain and suffering to come for Israel will flip the cultural value of child rearing. Jesus, in speaking of the mountains and hills, recalls to mind the words of Hosea and agrees with the prophet that in the times to come, the suffering will be so grave that Israel will look to the caves and crevices of the hills and mountains for protection. And lastly, Ezekiel's words are validated, recognizing that in this time when Jesus is with them, the greenwood, if he, an innocent man, is being crucified, how much hotter will the flames of suffering burn when the wood is dry and he is not among them? The horrors which Jesus grieved in the garden are again grieved here on behalf of Israel and the women whom showed compassion on him. So he, in his despair, grieves theirs. Be not afraid of sorrow. Reread Luke 23:27-31. Listen for the compassion and concern in Jesus' words. Whatever you have suffered, whatever you fear, grieve with Jesus. Lament with the women of Jerusalem. Allow the Spirit to walk you through these dark emotions. For when we can learn to walk in the dark, then we'll begin to understand the relationship of darkness to light.